research is my Twitter feed, never mention these feeding our children these, but in the mentions with rappers ain't worth a mention. These getting attention for selling ignorant. I believe in black and I can see the rap and I believe in cap.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Miami Dolphins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing, Jones. Got him in, it's Tyquan Thornton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First down, New England.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. Now Jones. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10. Draw play, Elliott. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Here is 3rd down and 4. On the option, here's Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Jones now on 1st down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now the rookie 3rd-round pick. It's Devon Achane. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. Second down and 6 now. Achane here. They stay on the ground. And some room to run now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now their 31-year-old running back, Raheem Mostert. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The Dolphins at 4-3, a game over 500. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run for it with Achane. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's swung out to Mostert. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their 1st drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Here's 2nd and 3. Getting this quickly to Berrios. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the 1st drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another 1st there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Motion man is Berrios. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Tua wants to throw it on second down. They set up the screen to A-Chain. He's got room to roam. And down to the 7-yard line. 18 yards here. It'll be first and goal. A-Chain on the counter. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. We're scoreless after 1.
The first quarter with no score.
Second and goal from the 1. A-Chain once more. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sanders' kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just a field goal. And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side. Because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's 2nd and 10. A 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Here's Ramondre Stevenson. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now 2nd and 5. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And he'll complete this one to Barrios. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. H8 on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Second and a couple. A give. This is Wilson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to pass. Tua. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What a sequence there defensively. You get the sack to move him to 3rd and long. Then here, just nothing available. And he's got to throw it away.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 40-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved. Right, and turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
17 yards. First down, Patriots.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Third and 3. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Here's Bryce Behringer now. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 15. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. That's caught by his tight end, Kylan Granson. And quickly, they get to the line. Achane gets it from the gun. Taken down at the 47-yard line. 2nd down and 8. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Center's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On second down, a run by H.A. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. This one thrown underneath to A-Chain. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all or nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. But Mostert a first down carry. This will wind up only getting him a couple. And it'll bring up second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. H.A. now up the middle. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. He dumps it off to A-Chain. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The kick by Sanders is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
From the 31, Jones. Right side, Thornton with it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Jones throw taken in by Thornton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
This 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. How about this? And down to the 19-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now they'll hand it off to Wilson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Motion man is Berrios. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, we lasted all the way to the 4th quarter without a touchdown being on the board, but here a key one to extend the lead.
Definitely, and I really doubt, though, that that's going to open the floodgates. What do you think, partner?
No, not the way that we've seen these defenses play.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They've been rock solid, but we had to know that sooner or later, someone had to surrender a touchdown, and it happened right there.
They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a give, running left is Wilson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now it's A-Chain headed right.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
A short one there, caught by Granson.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Wilson with a 1st down carry. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one 28 yards on the ground. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll run. Here's Wilson, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Tua sets up to pass it. Dancing to his left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
The D can only stop it 1 more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it 1 more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it 1 more time as they take the knee. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. What silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, I think completions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete.